you like this video, click like. If you want to continue to follow our adventure, hit subscribe. Your support would be greatly appreciated. Hello, Little House on the Road subscribers and followers. You know, since we started doing these YouTube videos, we've got a lot of interesting questions, and you know, I thought everybody would be asking questions specifically about pop-up camping, but sometimes these questions, they kind of take a turn, and it makes Carolyn and I really have to think about how to answer these questions. You know, I've tried to make a commitment about answering all the questions. Well, some of them, I really think, kind of fall out of our qualification area. You know, are we really qualified to be answering these questions? So, only thing I can tell you is what we have done. Not that I'm qualified to be any type of expert on some of these questions. But I had a question that says, how did Carolyn and I compromise on full-time camping? Well, that, quite honestly, is a very easy question to answer. There was no compromise. We both wanted to do it. And I don't know if the viewer is wanting me to explain how, you know, Carolyn and I had these arguments about things and how we solved these arguments. We really didn't argue. I think the only thing that really happened to us was we had a 4-year plan. We bought the pop-up camper. I'll just go through what we did. We hadn't had a vacation. Carolyn didn't have a vacation for 8 years. I hadn't had a vacation for 4. And when I say vacation, I mean time off, a day off, anytime. You know, the last Labor Day we worked, you know, last September that we worked at our company, we worked 96 hours that week. We didn't take a holiday. We were at work. So Carolyn and I decided that the next September we were taking a vacation. We were going to go to the Grand Canyon. Well, in order to do that, you know, we decided that we were going to buy a pop-up camper, this one. And it was just, it may have only been a one-time use thing. That may have been all that we would have ever used it. Well, as we started researching the camper and you know, figuring out what we're going to do, we began to realize this lifestyle, living in the pop-up camper, was kind of what we wanted to do. So we had a 4-year plan that we were going to leave our company, the company that we worked for. We had a 4-year plan that we were going to save up money and retire. I think we were in a situation where we could do that. But as the work became more stressful, and the dream became more exciting, we really did accelerate our plan. So as far as compromise, that may have been the only thing that we had to discuss. The other thing that we did was we just stopped buying things. The only thing we bought was anything that dealt with this dream of ours. You know, generators and wheel bearings and tires, and you know, anything that helped us fix this camper up so we could live this lifestyle. That's really the only thing we bought. You know, we bought our food, but man, we weren't buying anything. We were just saving so we could do this. Now, I've talked to you about debt-free, and I'll put that video right up here, how we became debt-free. Well, that was well before we even thought about this. So we'd already stopped buying things so we could pay off our debt, but then we just started saving money. Look, I'm not any type of counselor. I'm not a psychologist. I'm nothing like that. You know, I'm just a guy that lives in a pop-up camper. And so these questions about how to do things, you know, psychologically, how to compromise, all that, I'm not the person. And, you know, I just said that we gave up on buying things. Again, that was something, I guess it could be psychological. You know, a lot of folks just buy things to be buying things to make themselves happy. my past relationships, I feel like that a lot of money was spent on a lot of things that really didn't contribute to anything. It was just, oh, I just want to buy something to make myself happy. So anyway, you know, again, we just talked about, you know, me being a psychologist. I'm not one, but as long as that, you know, you're trying to save up, you know, one of the things we did was save up our money. The other thing that Carolyn and I did, and this one was an important one, was we did a trial run to Florida. We spent 3 weeks pretending, I mean seriously pretending that we were full-time camping, that we were not going to go home. Now, that was actually kind of difficult because we did know that we were going to go home, and I'll explain that in a minute. But we went to Florida as though we were living this life as a trial run. Carolyn and I recommend that if you're going to do this and you have like a 4-year plan, you do these things on a trial basis regularly. Go out there and spend some time. Do you like taking a shower in a tent? Do you like cooking on a campfire? Do you like sleeping in varying temperatures? Now, I say you're going to go pretend. Here's the thing. When we got out there and we knew that we were coming back home, well, I say home, the only thing we did when we got back to the house was we sold everything. So we weren't even sleeping in the house. We were downsizing and we were sleeping in the camper. But I knew that there was going to be a period where, you know, I could do repairs on the camper and that, and I found myself while I was pretending postponing these type of things. When you're actually out here, you have to do the repairs out here. You're not going to go back. So, but, you know, pretend that you're going to do this. Be in each other's space. Cause each other issues to see how well you guys can adapt to those issues. Look, again, I don't know if this video is going to help anybody, but the question was asked and I did my best to answer the question. I hope it helps somebody. So, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you liked the video. And happy travels.